What an ending to a beautiful game of football. What a befitting tribute to Diogo Jota, the fallen hero. It was emotional for the players, emotional for the fans, and even emotional to those who were watching the TVs from home. A perfect ending to a thriller that kept fans on their seats. This was not just a simple game, but a game in which both teams took it right through to the end. What a game of football. What a game by the Reds. And what a fight by Bournemouth. Indeed, this was a fitting tribute, an emotional tribute. But let us look at the goals that were scored by Hugo Ekitike, the boy who has just come into the Reds camp and has stamped his foot down and is showing authority. Let us also look at Gakpo. What a workaholic Gakpo is. Liverpool must really thank this man for his hard work. Gakpo is such a worker and he really gets defenders to work really hard and gets defenders tired. This is a man that Liverpool must always count on, and a man who can deliver and keep the Reds going. Having said that, Chiesa came into the game and gave Liverpool a new lease of life. What a big surprise from the Italian. What a lot of potential. I have always felt that Chiesa has got a lot of potential, but somehow he is not given enough game time. I'm not sure if other players do not understand the way he plays, or if the coach thinks he is still preparing him for bigger things to come. But I have always believed that Chiesa has got a lot of on his feet, and if given a proper chance, if players can understand his runs that I have always watched and always believed that if those runs are picked up on time, Chiesa can cause a lot of problems to opponents. Mohamed Salah stepped up as always. In most games, I've never really been happy with Salah's game, especially the fact that Salah loses a lot of ball most of the time, and his passes sometimes are always astray or always go straight to the opponents. But this is a man that you can never write out of your books. He will step up when you least expect, and he will get you those vital goals. Salah will deliver when you least expect him to deliver. Nevertheless, having said that, I must be honest and I must confess, I have never liked the way Salah sometimes loses the ball and his stray passes. But he always has that surprise when you least expect it. Let us look at the coach's tactics and the coach's approach. A good start to the game, but like the last game, I believe he was too quick to try to close the shop. And that is what brought Bournemouth back into the game. And the same thing happened in the last game that the Reds played. He tries to close the shop quick, but that seems to be costing the Reds. That takes the steam out of the Reds. And I believe introducing more offensive players first to carry on the momentum before closing the shop around the 70th minute can work better for the coach. If the coach can bring players who can carry on the momentum and maintain the intensity of Liverpool's pressing, the intensity of Liverpool's game, the intensity in which Liverpool's players win the ball after losing it, I believe that is the best way of defending, and that is the best way of closing the shop. Thereafter, he can bring in the likes of Endo, the Japanese, who has proved that when called upon, he will do his job. He should be bringing these players at around the 70th minute or 75th minute just to wind down the game, because bringing them earlier seems to take away the steam and the momentum that Liverpool will be having. Now, I also want us to look at the reasons why he brings in Robertson. The left back works very well in defense, but sometimes he's not as offensive as Robertson is. Robertson is the right player for an offensive game. Having said that, what a game by the Reds. What a good fight by the Reds. What a game by Bournemouth. Bournemouth kept on fighting right up to the end. A good game by the Reds. Heads off to the good fight. And let's see what they have got for the season. Hoping that the coach will think twice in terms of closing the shop earlier. Thank you very much for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to like so that we can keep on bringing you some good analysis of all the games. Thank you.